Here are 5 deadly mistakes that people make in sales. Number 1, they do not focus on value. You need to give your client, your customers, the value for what they are sitting down to listen to you for. Value is important, not the features of your product. People who go in sales go in and, oh, my product can do this, my product can do that. No, the customers wants to know what that product is going to do for them. So you need to focus on the value that the person sitting before you is going to get from your product. And now, when it comes to value, you have to remember values for different people are different. So it's important for you to actually know the client you're going to talk to before you walk into that sales room and start trying to sell to them. Number 2, success stories. This is important. People who are new in sales will say, but Bukie, I don't have any success story to tell. If you've been helping people before, what problem have you been solving for your friends or family members that you've helped them come out from? That is success story. So when you are telling your story, you need to tell other people's story. Customers don't want to hear about you. They want to hear about how many people's life you have impacted. So it's important for you to have your success stories that also aligns with the person sitting in front of you. There's no need trying to sell a Ferrari to a mother of 4. What's she going to do with it? So the knowledge of your customer is important, but also the success stories of the lives that you have transformed before you were standing in front of that customer is vital in your sales process. Number 3, consult, not sell. Now, I'm going to take time on this, and here's why. When we go in our sales process, because the lights in our heads are on and saying, I want to sell and get out from here. And sometimes a lot of us are fidgeting. We're scared. We're worried we're not going to make that sale. And so we're giving out the energy. We're concerned that the people watching us are not going to really respond. It's true. But you see, if you consult and not sell, I'm sure you're thinking, okay, what do you mean by consult and not sell? When you go to a doctor or a GP, like we call them in the UK, the GP wants to know what is wrong with you. The GP wants to know how you're feeling. The GP wants to know what the symptoms you're having. Guess what? You need to do the same thing with your customer or your client. You want to know what the problem they're having. You want to know what your product can do for them. And you know what? If you consult and not sell, if you allow the client or the customer to talk long enough, they will sell themselves. They will tell you their problem. They will tell you their understanding of their problem. They will tell you how they've been feeling. They will tell you the changes they think, that they believe that they need to make in their own life. That is one big process in your sales structure that is important. Consult, not sell. You need to listen and not talk. Too many salespeople are talking way too much in their sales process. You want to tell the client everything. No, you want to listen to clients everything. Who they are, how they sleep, how they wake up, what's their daily routine, if that's the product that you're selling. If what you're looking for is saying, Bukie, I want to increase my confidence. I want to know why. Why is that important to you? If you could change that in your life, what will it do for you? You need to have questions ready that you are going to be asking your potential client or customer in your sales process. So please, don't go into any sales presentation without having questions ready that you're going to ask your client so that you can get to know them better. Remember, if you let them talk long enough, they will sell themselves. Number 4, you don't need to know it all. That actually helped me a lot at the beginning of my own sales process. You know, the idea of saying, wait, let me ask my dealer, or wait, let me ask somebody in the company. And if you just step away, like you're making a phone call and you're making inquiries, that client will understand that, you know what, you have their best interests at heart. You're not just trying to sell them something. You're making consultation on their behalf. You don't have to know it all. Don't walk into any salesman and say, oh, and so this is me and I know it all. No, you don't. When I first started sales, I closed £50,000 in a month because I learned to say, you know what, let me call my manager and ask if you could get that discount. Let me call my manager and see what offer we have available that could be beneficial to you. Let me call my manager. Remember, when you give it, that you don't know it all. You're allowing the customer to understand that you care about them so much to make that consultation. And then my final number 5, make an introduction. You know, when people say to you, don't worry, I'll think about it. There's no one who goes to their house to sit and go, so this person's trying to tell me something, I need to think about it. Nobody does that. Even you don't. You don't walk out of a shopping mall and go, oh, I'm actually thinking about, should I buy that dress? Should I buy that bag? I'm a woman. If I like something, you know what? We buy from emotion, not really the price tag. People don't care about the price of something if they know that it's going to be of value for them. So price comes later, the value comes first. So you have to make an introduction. So you could say something like, do I have your permission to show you this? When you are asking for permission, you're also making that client or customer feel important enough to know that they are valuable to you. Can I make a suggestion? Is it okay if I show you this? Asking their permission relaxes them enough to listen to your closing. And by the time you're making the introduction, it's coming out from them and saying in their mind, they're giving you permission. Always make an introduction. Don't ever walk out of a sales process without telling them the value, your success story, consult, not sell. You don't need to know it all. And number 5, making an introduction. When we make introductions, we're telling them this is what is available for them. And remember, even in your introduction process, if a client asks you for a discount or they want to know if there's any offer that is on, just step out a bit. Pretend you're making a call. Actually make that call. Speak with your manager before you do that and say, you know what, I'm going to call on you. It works like crazy. It changed my life. It transformed my life as a young salesperson. If you ever want to close on your sales, make those 5 things your priority. I promise you. You would never come back into the sales process looking like a novice. If this has been of any benefit to you, do me a favor before you go. Press the bell button wherever you find it so that when next I share something that is of value, you are among the first people to know. And on that note, I want you to remember, when you step outside to close your sale or you go outside to make presentation, always remember that you are already suited for success.